Welcome to MindShift Daily Chanel. You're closer than you think. Don't quit now, you're closer than you think. Those 5 words have the power to change the trajectory of your life if you allow them to. When you feel like giving up, when every step forward feels like a mile, when the weight of your goals seems heavier than your strength to carry them, remember this. You're closer than you think. Often, the moment when you're most tempted to quit is the very moment right before the breakthrough. And it's not just a comforting idea, it's the truth echoed in thousands of real-life stories where perseverance met success just after the darkest hour. Every great achievement in human history started with uncertainty. From the scientist who spent years chasing answers only to stumble upon them through relentless trial and error, to the athlete who lost over and over again before tasting victory, the road to success is paved not with ease, but with endurance. What sets these individuals apart is not talent alone, it's mindset. It's the belief that growth is possible, that failure is feedback, and that grit can carry you farther than perfection ever will. A growth mindset is more than a motivational phrase. It's a fundamental shift in how you view your life and potential. When you adopt a growth mindset, you begin to see challenges not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones. You recognize that skills can be developed, that intelligence can be cultivated, and that effort is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's this mindset that fuels persistence, turns setbacks into setups, and transforms every no into a future yes. Think about Thomas Edison. Before the world had light bulbs, he had over 1,000 failed attempts. Most people would have seen failure. Edison saw feedback. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's growth mindset in action. It's the unshakable belief that failure is not a permanent label, it's a temporary condition, a necessary step on the staircase to success. In your own journey, you've probably encountered times when quitting seemed easier. Maybe you're in the middle of a goal you've been chasing for years. Maybe you're grinding day after day with little to show for it. Maybe you've started to wonder if it's even worth it. But let me tell you, your progress isn't always visible, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. Growth is often silent. Transformation is often invisible, but it's happening beneath the surface, like roots before a tree breaks the ground. Don't stop now. You're closer than you think. Consider the bamboo tree. For the first 5 years, there is no visible growth above the soil, not a single inch. But in the 6th year, it can grow up to 90 feet in just 6 weeks. Was it doing nothing all those years? No. It was building an unshakable foundation underground. That's how your dreams grow too, quietly, internally, until one day they shoot up so fast it feels like overnight success to everyone else, but you know better. You were there during the silent years, the hard years, the almost gave up years. Your life isn't defined by your circumstances, but by how you respond to them. With a growth mindset, adversity becomes your teacher. Each obstacle becomes a lesson in disguise. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," you begin to say, "I can't do this yet." That single word, "yet," opens the door to possibility. It allows you to stay in the game, to keep showing up, to keep fighting, because you believe that improvement is always possible. That belief changes everything. Let's talk about J.K. Rowling. Before the Harry Potter series became a global phenomenon, she was a single mother living on welfare, facing rejection from multiple publishers. She could have stopped. Many would have, but she didn't. Why? Because her vision was stronger than her doubt. She kept showing up. She believed in growth. She believed in her story, and the world eventually caught up to her belief. That's the power of not quitting. That's the reward of pushing through the noise of failure. You might not be able to control every circumstance in your life, but you can always control your attitude. You can control your effort. And most importantly, you can control your mindset. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you think you're doomed to fail, you probably will. But if you think growth is possible, even in small ways, then you've already taken the first step toward it. Here's something practical. Reframe your self-talk. Every time you catch yourself saying, "This is a hard ad, but I've done hard things before." When you hear yourself thinking, "I'll never get this right," follow it up with, "But I can learn how to get better." These small shifts change your brain's wiring over time. Neuroscience supports this. The brain is plastic, it changes based on repeated experience. When you consistently choose empowering thoughts, you begin to reprogram your brain for resilience and optimism. Start celebrating progress, not just outcomes. Did you show up today? Did you put in effort? Did you learn something new? That's growth. The world teaches us to only reward wins, but real champions reward themselves for the work, the discipline, and the courage to keep going. Remember, champions aren't made on game day, they're made in practice, in the unseen hours, in the moments when no one's watching but you. The key to achieving your goals is consistency, not perfection. Perfection is a myth that paralyzes progress. Don't aim to be perfect, aim to be persistent. Aim to be the kind of person who shows up even when it's hard, who keeps moving forward even when results aren't immediate. That's how winners are made. That's how dreams are built. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Oprah was told she was unfit for television. Walt Disney was fired for lacking imagination. These people didn't succeed because the world believed in them. They succeeded because they believed in themselves despite the world's doubt. That's what you must do too. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for validation. Believe in your potential now, even if no one else does. Especially if no one else does. When you encounter failure and you will ask yourself, "What can I learn from this? How can this make me better?" Failure only defines you if you let it. Otherwise, it refines you. It sharpens your edges. It prepares you for the next level. Growth mindset means turning every loss into learning. It means refusing to let pain go to waste. Visualize your goal. Picture it clearly in your mind. Now imagine the version of you who has already achieved it. What do they believe about themselves? How do they act? How do they respond to challenges? Start becoming that version now. Step into that mindset, that energy, that belief. When you live from the identity of who you want to be, you begin to naturally move toward your goal. One powerful technique is to break your big goal into smaller, manageable steps. Every step counts. Every action matters. Don't underestimate the power of small wins. Each one is a vote for your future self. Each one moves the needle forward. Momentum isn't about speed, it's about direction. Keep going. You're building something great, even if it's not obvious yet. Surround yourself with people who fuel your growth. Mindset is contagious. Be around those who lift you up, challenge you to grow, and believe in your vision. Limit your exposure to negativity, whether it's toxic people or limiting beliefs. Protect your energy. It's one of your most valuable assets. If you're feeling stuck right now, know this: stuck is not a dead end. It's a signal, a message. Often, it means you're growing beyond your current limits. Discomfort is the price of expansion. Embrace it. Lean into it. Use it as evidence that you're on the edge of something new. Because you are. Growth isn't supposed to feel easy. It's supposed to stretch you. Sometimes, the greatest breakthroughs come right after the greatest struggles. Just ask anyone who's ever climbed out of a low point and found strength they never knew they had. You have that strength too. You just have to tap into it. And that begins with refusing to give up. No matter how slow the progress, no matter how tough the road, keep going. Because you're closer than you think. Remember, greatness isn't reserved for the chosen few. It's available to anyone who's willing to grow. Anyone who's willing to fight. Anyone who's willing to believe, especially when it's hard. That includes you. Don't quit now. Your future self is counting on you. Keep going. You're almost there. You're closer than you think.